print your pattern out, tape it to your leather, cut these parts out after you punch all the holes, of course, unless you want to sew it on a machine. This is a good pattern to rip out a bunch on a machine. Simple pattern, just a couple things you'll want to keep in mind while you're doing it, and we'll go over that. But I like to wet the back a little bit, and if I seal it prior, I'll just do a thin coat of acrylic resin. I won't go real thick, that way some of this water will still penetrate this. A wool dauber also works. Try not to go overboard, it can leave water spots. But if you're worried, give a mist to the whole thing just a little bit. I probably added a little bit too much water. I usually start sewing right about here and go around so that when I stop I can tie a little knot as well. Kind of stuff it in between these two layers. Looks a little bit cleaner. But the only thing to remember is while you're coming around this corner, there will be a small space right there. That hole that's in between the two layers could be stitched wrong, making you think that, you know, these are overlapping a little bit and the holes won't line up once you get back to one of these other straightaways. So just make sure that one hole in between these two seams only goes through that front layer. I like to start back a couple stitches at least from one of these corners. Makes it easier to tie a little knot and stuff it back in there. So like I said before, there's going to be one hole that only goes through that front layer in between that seam here. So you're just going to go right in between the two.